Good evening everyone, welcome back to my channel and it's the practice time. I have selected one question from December 2024 shift 1 CSIR-NET Life Science examination, and this question is a very common, very easy part from our study, that is the transport, membrane transport. And here in the X column there is given the name of the transporters, and you have to match their functions that are given in the activity, that is column Y. Okay, so before going to start, only one thing you have to know, that we have two type of transport within our cell: passive transport, where we do not utilize energy, and where we have to utilize energy, that is active transport. Okay, so active transport and passive transport. Within this passive transport there is facilitated diffusion, and within this facilitated diffusion there is three type of diffusion, like uniport, symport and antiport. We know it, right? So here option A is ATP powered pump. Mechanism of active transport, that it transport movement of molecules occurs against their concentration gradient or electrochemical gradient, and by the liberation of energy, and liberation energy liberated from the breakdown of high energy compound, that is ATP. So here ATP splitted into ADP plus PI. Okay, and uniport system, there is a carrier protein. This is the carrier protein. It transfers a single molecule, single substance. Okay, so it acts like a shuttle, and in this shuttle only one molecule can move inside the cell. Okay, and channel proteins, basically these proteins, the channels, these are basically proteins, and they create hydrophilic holes in the membrane, so that the simpler molecules like water and some ions can pass through within these channels. So basically uniport and channels, these two transporter do not utilize energy. I have already said that uniport is a type of facilitated diffusion under passive diffusion, passive transport. Okay, and symport, it is also a type of facilitated diffusion, and in symport there occurs one substance linked with another, so that it can pass through or enter the within the cell. So here glucose, maybe this want to transport inside the cell, but glucose cannot enter cell without any ion linked with it. So the ion is Na plus, and it occurs in case of kidney tubules. Okay, where absorption of glucose occurs through these Na plus. Okay, so now we have to match the activity. So firstly see the what is in 1: movement of molecules against concentration gradient, movement of molecules against concentration gradient and coupled to another molecule. So coupling, which system we have seen, that is symporter. So D1. Okay, next is 2, that is free diffusion of hydrophilic molecules. Free diffusion where occurs in channels, there is only free diffusion, right? Free diffusion occurs. So free diffusion with C2. So 3, movement of molecules against a concentration gradient and electric potential. So mechanism of active transport is the substance, movement of substance occur through against its concentration gradient and electric potential. That is a feature of ATP powered pump. That is why there occurs ATP utilization, breakdown of ATP, liberation of energy. And the last one, that is transport of hydrophilic molecules down their concentration gradient. That is the uniporters. hydrophilic molecules down their concentration gradients, the unipolar. So B4. A3. So here is A3 and 4. Option 4 is also A3. B4. So here is B4. And C2. C2 is in there, and also D1. So option 4 is the correct option. So it's very easy. Just go through the membrane transporter proteins and its function, and it will be clear to you.